if you, when you're thinking about that pivot, what did you do to encourage yourself on the days when things didn't happen? Like, how did you get yourself out of bed, or what kinds of things, self-talk, how'd you work with yourself to still feel inspired to go back to the page and go back to try to get clients?
So I told myself something that I think still sticks with me today. Is I had uh, a bit of a history of betting on the wrong horse when it came to jobs, and I had some great employers, I had some not so great employers, and there were times where I had an option between the two, and unknowingly I would take the not so great employer and had some not so great experiences. And there's never such a thing as a real problem in hindsight, because you've learned from those experiences as much as you do anything else. But I, had said that I had bet on the wrong horse. And I realized that, look, when you bet on yourself, you can't lose. And if
I like that.
I bet on myself and I knew that I could do this, I knew I had the skills. I know where my strengths are, so I know I could play to my strengths.
Yep.
And if I bet on myself, there's no way that I could really lose doing this. It might be rocky, but I'd win in the long run.
Yeah, I love that. And I think when you bet on yourself, really, you'll always win.
Mhm.
And even as it's hard, because it is hard at times, there are days where you think, well, I'm not sure what to do next. But if you have the courage to go forward and just get up, and for me, sometimes it's just keep moving forward. Small steps add up to big gains. And so for you, it seems like that what I love about it is that you went back to what you're most passionate, and that passion. So for people that are listening, if you don't have a passion that you found yet, search around and think about the things that you would do when you have free time and it's just you. What would you do? And what do you do when you're just playing, right? Because there's a key in there for the things that you will love to do, I think. Um, one of the things that I was thinking about was, you said you did a map. What's on the future state side of that picture of yours that you drew? That picture.
On the future state side, I wanted to be stronger, which I am. I've been exercising fairly regularly. I wanted to be popular, which the business is, which I'm really
I
pleased
like that
about.
you said popular.
I have
So
a picture
anybody,
with
you
thumbs
be
up.
sure to like him and follow him, the
The Right
right
Stuff Agency.
agency, the
The
right
Right
stuff
Stuff. Right.
agency,
There we
right
go.
stuff agency.
I want to be busy. I put a picture of a bee, and I've been busy as a bee lately, and then some. And I wanted to be energized, and I like to think that I
Whoa,
am. So
you definitely are. It's just crazy. Well, and I think that something about you, your energy is like already excited about the story that you're about to write or you're about to find out. So I can't wait to see what else happens for you. So if there was some big dream that you still have that you haven't tapped into, what's that secret dream that you have at night that you have not quite stepped into yet?
that's a great question. I have a project potentially on the horizon of writing a book with someone.
Ah,
And I talked about it in a blog post a couple weeks ago, because I never sort of had that dream of writing the great novel. I don't write fiction, generally speaking. I don't read a lot of fiction, as you can see behind me. So this is going to be, as more on the self-help genre, it'll be nonfiction. But it'll be really interesting to sort of put that many words together. I work in a long form, but not that long. So it'll be
yes.
a really interesting challenge to help, jump in on that one, and then see if that's something that takes me in the future. If I'm going to start helping to write books.
Yes,
Wow.
yes. And I think you having a podcast too would be fantastic because you're a great journalist. I love your writing style. The stuff that I read, I was like, oh, it's so crisp and clean. That guy really knows how to write, right? So I'm engaged from the very beginning of the story. But to see you launch into, what you're passionate about, which is people and understanding them and getting to the heart of what it is that they need. I love that. And I can't wait to see that all happen for you